Welcome to an all-new Season 6, Texas Boys Outdoors. You guys have been tuning in from day one. We certainly appreciate it. If it's your first time watching the show, sit back and enjoy it. We hope you like it. We're going to start off with a really special episode featuring a really close friend of ours, Officer Abigail Arias, who recently passed away. Just a super special young lady. The whole crew just fell in love with her. And a few of you guys may have seen some of the highlights from the Christmas episode she was in. Just adorable young lady, just truly an angel on earth. She's gone, but she'll never be forgotten. So you guys stay tuned and enjoy it.
And then with Texas boys, got a little shark, a little black tip. Finally got this orange down.
That's a nice buck right here.
Welcome to Texas Boys Outdoors, where we're all about giving back to our heroes and showing kids the beauty of the great outdoors. You know, what a true blessing to be able to have the opportunity to get to know Abigail and get this young girl out here on the water. She's been through 2 years of chemotherapy, just battling cancer, and it's been a tough road. Our plan was to take her out and have a good time, and I think she really took us out and showed us how it's done and truly showed us what life's all about. Her smile says it all. You guys stay tuned. Bigger fish than me on the TV show. You can't embarrass me like that, okay?
I hope you bring it in.
Hey, we're going to get
Don't even do it.
Abigail.
If you do, the sharks like to eat out here, and we're just going to use shark bait.
Tell them, stay relentless.
Stay relentless.
You know, we found out that we were gonna have our second child, and man, I'll be honest with you. I prayed, please God, don't let it be a girl. I think as most men would say. But we went to Pearland, and that's when we found out she was a girl before she was born. So I was like, okay, a girl. Oh, dear Lord, man, just be with me during this journey. And she was born, I said, in June 28, 2012 in Houston. And it's just an immediate joy. And at that moment I said, I'm good, God, thank you. And so as time went and as she started to grow, and she was just vibrant. And time went on, and we living our life just like every normal person, watching her grow. And February 6th, Super Bowl Sunday, we were at my brother's house. This whole time, she's out there jumping on the trampoline, having a good time with her cousins, and enjoying herself, having a blast. And right about halftime, well, they got to come back home, because they got to go to school. And so my wife brought them back, her and my son. About 10 p.m., she called me and she said, "Hey, Abigail just came out of the restroom and said that her urine was red." So I was like, okay, is she hurting? Is she complaining about any pain or anything like that? And she says no. And I said, well, let's just, we'll take her into see her pediatrician in the morning, and we'll go from there. My wife calls me about 9 o'clock in the morning, and she says, hey, something's wrong. And she says they got results, and there's a mass that they see in the x-rays. And I was like, well, what is it? She's like, well, I don't know. They haven't said anything. They're sending her for an ultrasound. So I was like, okay. So they put us in a room, and our pediatrician came in and just basically told us that they did find a mass in her left side. Looks like it's from her left kidney. And so it's like, okay, obviously something's up. Didn't think nothing of it. But then he says, we've called Texas Children, and we've already talked to the oncology department. after that, I don't know what he said. All I heard was oncology.
Hey, what do we got? Fish on! He got off. Oh, God, no. You heard her say, hey, God, I came off. Right when she said fish, fish on. That's what they'll eat them without the tail. She knows what to say, bro. Your daddy loved what he heard you say. You heard it. Keep doing. You got it?
Good job, Abby.
All the way up, man. There we go.
Yeah!
A little speckled trout.
Yeah!
Oh, come here. I got you. See, look. You got 5 on there. High five. Don't be scared of it.
I got you.
No, don't be scared, baby. See all the specks on it? See, look. They got little teeth, too. See? See right there?
Maybe the fish will bite the chief.
Hey, let me get him off the hook, okay? And we'll let him go.
She wanted to bite the chief.
You want it to bite the chief? Not right now. Maybe later.
Go. That's a Roy fish.
Little speckled trout that time. Even the small ones, look how pretty it is. Abigail, they're beautiful. When the sun hits them, they're really pretty.
It's fun.
Fun, huh?
Like that. We're going to catch a big one in a minute.
Why does this one have dots on this?
Because it's speckled. They call them speckled trouts.
That other one was a sand trout.
Yeah.
Okay, remember you're saying, Roy saying the other one was a sand trout, didn't have the speckles on it.
Yep, they look the exact same, but the
One, no
speckled
speckles.
Let them get
dots.
bigger, okay?
And speckled trout, yeah, they get bigger.
Fish on!
So like
Get
the better
it.
one. Good job.
Oh, that might be a
trout.
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 Let's do this. Here, we're going to pull him in the boat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, up.
Got it.
Got it. What is that?
He's right at 15, pretty sure.
I don't know. We're going to check them. They got to be 15 inches.
There you go.
Stay away, pot lickers!
Stay away, pot lickers!
We got it. We got one that likes to do cartwheels.
He's pulling good.
He is pulling. That might be. We'll see if he's a keeper. Good job. That's a nice trout. All right, fix it real fast. I'm gonna swing him in. This is the keeper. He might be. Yeah, he might be close. He's close. Good job. Speckled trout. Look how pretty he is. He's the guy, so he might not appreciate me saying he's pretty, but actually, I think this is.
Dad, we got one!
Got a whopper.
Whopper!
The doctors came in, they wheeled in the little screen and they pulled it up and showed us the big old tumor. And they told us that they believe it's Wilms tumor, which is it's a nephroblastoma is the actual medical term, but it's called named Wilms after the doctor that discovered the cancer. So it turns out that the tumor had metastasized to a point where it had actually wrapped around her main aorta valve coming out of the heart and the blood vessels that feed into her lungs and the rest of her body. And they couldn't do the surgery because she had also developed a blood disorder called von Willebrand's disease, and basically it's a non-clotting autoimmune deficiency is what they called it. So she was going to go through 6 weeks of chemo, and she would go once a week for 6 weeks and do 3 chemos every Thursday. So she started her chemo.
Good job. Keep the rod, lift the rod up a little bit. There you go. He might be another keeper. See around. He's trying to go over to the chief, but we don't want him getting to the chief.
Let me have it. Put it up to my fish.
No.
There you go. All right, right there. Stop reeling. Just let him fight for a second.
Good job, my love.
This might be another keeper.
He's gonna be close.
Good job.
Let's see.
Nice job.
Good job, baby.
Close.
Let's see if he's a keeper.
Here, when we grab it, we're gonna see. It's a male trout. You hear him croaking? The male trout will croak like that. The females don't. And with trout, it's kind of crazy. With trout and redfish, which we haven't caught any redfish today, we probably will, the females get a lot bigger than the males. A male trout, a big male trout's only about 22 inches, that's a big one. Whereas a female trout can get up to over 30 inches. Fish have you or you have him? There you go.
said,
She answered that quick, boy. This is a keeper. Keep on reeling. Don't let him get any slack in him. Nice. Good job, girl. Don't want to get tangled around Zach. Keep reeling, keep reeling. You're almost here, almost here. This is a good fish. Oh, it's a redfish.
Another redfish.
You got him. You got him.
Oh yeah, doubled up. I got him. I'm gonna grab him real quick. You ready? Two redfish. Up and grab him.
Got another redfish.
Nice job.
Pretty good, baby. Look.
Doubled up on red. Good job, girl.
Three redfish.
Let him go. Good job. You want to pat him on the head for good luck?
Yep.
What's he using there, Roy?
Down south lures on a quarter-ounce jig head.
Hey, how much
Red
bass
came up
is
and hammered
that
it. We just
one?
didn't go get his pawpaw.
Look how many docks he has.
That's a pretty one.
Why are we letting him?
Today we're about an inch short.
So October of 2017, she finished her treatment. We went back in November for her final evaluation. Cancer free. It was gone. Not a trace. So okay, well, what's the next step? You know, we're good. She went, rang the bell. I see the importance of that bell. It is such an amazing reward for an accomplishment when anyone, whether adult or child, they finish their treatment and turns out that they're cancer free. And man, she rang that bell and she jumped off. She was jumping around the infusion center there, and all the doctors and family just crying and hugging with just happiness. And that stress was just off our shoulders. We can get on with our lives, and we did.
Oh yeah!
You got it. Come on.
Work it, yes!
Come on, Zach. Come on, baby girl.
I got it. He ain't gonna pull your pole in. I got it.
Come on, love. Oh, it's good. Boy, boy, been fishing long enough to know.
We need it.
And it's.
Hey, let her. She's been wanting to net one.
You want to net it?
Net it?
You want to net it?
What do you want?
Get the net.
Oh,
It's fine. It might be a big hard net. No, it's a good flounder.
it's a black.
Here. No, actually, what is a red? It's a red.
It's a red?
No, it's a red. We don't. You know what? You can net it.
Yeah, she wants to net, big.
Swing it in.
Small. Get him in the net.
He's close. There
him
you
in
go.
there. Almost.
Scoop it up.
Net it, baby.
Nice job.
Yes!
Good
We got
job.
a red. See how
Nice
pretty he
red.
is?
He's like bronze.
Hey, look. Give me 5.
You did good, baby.
Nice job, girl.
It's awesome, love.
Reds will get after us for.
Yeah, we'll get a good, cute picture.
Yeah, he's pretty though, huh? See the
That's a
black
pretty
rod?
fish, baby. That's why they call them reds.
Cool little polka dot on his tail, huh? You're always looking for that one big ringer fish, and you know, we just didn't have it yet. And old Greg framed us over in the other boat, though. We heard the hooting and hollering, and we knew something was up, and it looks like they got a big one.
Keep bringing him in, bro.
Boom!
Hey, what?
Yeah! Woo! Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, that was a
Here, I'll get it ready for some pictures.
Well, looks like Big Brother and Captain Greg got it done in the other boat, but old Abigail wasn't going to go down without a fight. A few minutes later, had that old lose reel screaming, and fight's on. Check it out.
Got the net ready for you.
Let's go 758.
Keep reeling. He's strong, isn't he? This is the strongest fish we've hooked over here all day.
Got it.
Keep reeling. You got it, girl.
You ain't gonna put the right between
Right
you.
there, right
There
there.
you go.
Whatever it
Nice,
takes,
that's
baby.
it. You got the net okay. Awesome job,
Come on, my
Abigail.
love. You got it.
He's
This one,
the keeper,
hey,
he's
we're
the
keeping
keeper.
this one,
That's a
baby.
good one.
Get him on. We're keeping this one. Look at that.
Bring him around this. Hold on, a little bit more right here. Let Zach get in the net.
That's a good one, baby. We're keeping this one. We're keeping this
Ooh,
one,
look at
baby.
him killing that drag. Keep rolling one more time. Now I'm gonna pick him up and try to swing into Zach.
Ready? It's a good one.
We're gonna get him in. Let me see it real fast.
Bring him in, baby. It's a keeper, baby.
Yeah! Woo! Give me 5, girl. Boom.
That's a keeper.
That's another turn. That's about a 26-inch redfish.
Nice.
Nice job.
Hey, turn around. Let me tell the camera what you just did.
I got a big fish that's 24 feet.
24 feet. Big one. We're catching 24 footers over here, man.
Now she had to go once a quarter to get tested CTs, which she would have to do for the rest of her life, basically. We go back in April, and they found some spots in her lungs. It came back. She was just starting to grow her hair back. She had just went back to school. So we start that April. Immediately that by the end of the week, she went in. She went through chemo from April to October. So, again, we turned her God. Help us do it again, God. We can't do it without you. So we get to October. At the final evaluation, and they just tell us treatment didn't work. Go home and enjoy what's left. So December of 2018, I have a friend of ours who was a detective with the Freeport PD. She calls me and says, "Hey, we want to do something for Abigail, and I've talked to my chief, and he wants to meet." Chief Raymond asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up, and so she wanted to be a police officer. So that's Raymond looks at me. Chief Raymond looks at me and says, "Hey, she probably shouldn't have told me that." And so February 7th of 2019, she became an honorary police officer in Freeport. Man, next thing you know, the video goes on, gets put out there on social media. Needless to say, the video gets up to somewhere about 37 million views of her being sworn in. God grabbed a hold of it, and then what come next was nobody ever dreamed of.
Yeah, they're strong.
Come on, be strong.
Hey, watch your attitude, okay?
No, I'm saying-
You're good right there. Oh, that's a good. Oh, you know what? Let me get the net.
He's a good
That's a
one.
keeper, and he's barely.
There you go.
Can I help?
Yes,
Can I-
You want to help me net it? Come here. You net it. Come down here.
Go, Captain Roy.
Go straight underneath it, because he is barely hooked.
You got him, my love?
That's it. You did it.
Yeah.
Pull him in the boat. Show him this way so you can go show the camera.
We did it,
Got him. That's another easy
Tell
size
everybody
sheephead.
out there, stay relentless, baby.
Stay relentless, baby.
Awesome.
Okay. Abigail.
So, I got in more fish than this guy.
And so what does the chief have to do now?
He has to kiss this fish right here.
Things I do for you because I love you. You know that, right?
I'll give you $100 back.
You give him $100 back too. Let's go.
All right.
Get ready. You give him thumbs.
Chief's about to do a little smooching.
Look at him and go thumbs up.
Oh, yeah. Even better luck. Nice.
We didn't know until the other day that tomorrow's also her birthday, right?
Yep.
How old are you gonna be?
7.
Tell that to the camera.
I'm gonna be 7 years old tomorrow.
And she loves llamas and police officers. So it's a pretty llama in a police uniform.
Oh, there you go.
Also, you like to swim? Check this out. A llama swimsuit.
That's what's better.
Yeah, if it don't fit you, we'll order you another one.
Well,
This is what the chief said you wore, so if it don't
It'll
fit,
fit her. I promise.
she's fault.
Yeah, me should fit you. It's perfect.
That guy's one
Well, you'll see. So tell him thank you.
Thank you.
You like it? Oh.
All right, what an awesome time out here on Galveston Bay. Had our super special guest Abigail come out with us today. Just an outstanding, brave young girl that got out there and did it to it on redfish. Caught a stud of a redfish, about 26, 27 inches, big fat one. Caught speckled trout, sheephead, ladyfish, all kinds of stuff. Had the chief with us, the family. Just an awesome time for Texas Boys Outdoors. Did you have a good time?
Yes, sir.
I'm Roy with Texas Boys Outdoors. We will see you guys next week.
If we can learn as adults to love like she did, man, this place would be a whole lot better. And to, you know, just to be able to face adversity the way she faced it. You know, and people just be kind, pass it on. She got to experience a lifetime of adventures in a short period of time.
Really appreciate everyone tuning in and getting a chance to really get to know our special friend Abigail Arias. Be sure to check us out next week, same time, same place. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook. I'm Texas Roy. We'll see you guys next week.
And when you smile, the whole world stops and stands for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are.